After 25 days of streaming every night, not only just chilling, but I'm outside. I'm outside, people. One take. I'm outside, y'all. I'm outside. After today, we eat blackberries. Come on, let's go.
All right, let's hope this doesn't get dangerous. We got our first comment on the topic. Okay, nothing to wait for. Mr. LeBron James has made his decision. You be with media in the chat says Scotty left the Lakers. That's an interesting sentiment that I'm sure many people have. Laker Nation, very akin to Cowboy Nation. Some interesting fans. I wanted to share my take on the scenario. I was thinking about watching basketball this year, but I don't know if this helps. I think this actually hurts. This, at least for me, it's just a personal thing. This makes me not want to watch the game. I'll see if we get a few people in here. We could hold off for a little bit and maybe we'll get some chatter. I did want to discuss a few topics today, mainly related to just content that I breezed across today, and maybe we can get in and get out. This is new for us. We're starting something new. That's how it feels. A new unfinished background. New unfinished talent. So I'm getting used to the controls again. Katie, if you see this, I'm gonna find your email and we'll do it that way, or I'll put my Discord in the chat. Hopefully you have Discord. If someone wants to come up and talk, I guess I could get Discord configured. I also have WhatsApp. But that would require you to know me already, because I don't know. I'm not putting my information on this internet. So, Other than that, we'll just wait a few minutes. Maybe people will come in. I'm working on a game in the background, so uh, yeah, let's see. Matter of fact, why wait? Guys should be able to see what I'm doing. Oh, there's a video too? Didn't know there was a video. Okay. Maybe we could do a little reading. Anyone have these knockaround glasses? I'm supposed to be looking for some glasses. This one is very serious. So let me go full frontal here. I'm supposed to be looking for some glasses, and I typed it in one time, and these ads have been doing drip marketing for the last 6 weeks, and it's not that I don't want to buy. I do. I'm just more confused than when I started. So, curious to know if somebody actually owns these knockarounds, which is supposedly high quality, inexpensive glasses. Shades. Okay. So, let me move this over a little so that I could read it. I've never been a happy reader out loud. It gives me the sweats, like being in front of a class, always. But it'll be okay. Okay, we just need one or two more people to jump in here. I'm pretty sure that the one person that's in here is, how do we get to glasses? I came to this site and there was an ad going, and it's an ad that's been following me around. See, there you go. Knock around. I can't go anywhere without it showing. I don't have anything against the company or the techniques. I'm just curious. I really need some shades. And I don't want to spend a lot of money because I don't have a lot of money. Because if I had a lot of money, you probably would never see me. Okay. All right, let's get started. I mean, You Be With Media is here. I'm here. Maybe there's more people here. Maybe more people will show up. I'm kind of dedicated these days to just move on and not make everything a kerfuffle. So let's start. So here's the first opening line. I thought I was done when the season ended. Why would you lie on the first sentence? Why would you lie on the first sentence? Does anybody else? Hey, Carolyn. Carolyn, are you familiar with what just happened? Mr. LeBron James has made his decision to somehow come two hours, not even away from New York. So I'm impacted by this. For a while, I wanted to get into some content that's relevant to people. Maybe I could still keep my positive energy, but I just want to be present and be genuine as I can be. Okay, so I guess your Be With Media agrees with me because he says that's what he does. So this is the statement that he put out, and the first line is, "I thought I was done when the season ended." Now, let's just be clear. I'm gonna just be very honest with you. I am not a LeBron James supporter or hater. I've always been inspired by his story. I've I as sadly I think I declined as a basketball fan on his watch. But I have nothing bad to say with him. I think he's had the most potential of any player in the history of basketball. I think that there are things about his game that are still not polished, even though he's been the best player for a large percentage of his career. So when I read this, I'm not reading this as a hater nor a supporter. I don't care. What I care about and why I think it's an important topic for me is one line that I caught when I read through it earlier. I read like a quick snippet of it, and this one line triggered me, and that's why we're here. We're here because this one line triggered me. But I'm going to read it now and break it down, and I guess this is called somewhat of a reaction. You want to stick around, hang around, sure. You want to follow in the chat, I would love for it to be somewhat interactive. I think I have a good take on this one. So let's get started with the lies. I thought I was done when the season ended. Why am I saying that he's lying? The reason why he's lying is because the retirement of a player of his caliber, he's one of one. And Kobe Bryant created the framework for a one of one player of how to leave the game and how to leave the game better than when you started. The framework is you have to do a tour. So everyone has to know this is your last season. So for him to think that he was going to be able to get away with, I thought this was my last season. I thought I was done when the season ended. Oh man. You thought that they were going to allow you to go home. You're not going to be an announcer. You're not going to be a coach. For you, it's buy a team or own a bunch of media. That's it. Possibly start a new league. But that's it. You don't really have that many options. So how you leave the game better off is everyone gets this closure. Oh yeah. See, so you Be With Media knows what's going on. So here's the thing. There would have been no jersey swaps if he just retired. So this very first line, whomever put together this statement is lying. Okay, let's move on. I wasn't ready to announce it, and I knew I needed some time to really decide, but I was pretty sure I played my last game. You Be With Media says that boy said, "Let me follow Kobe and AI." It's not let me follow Kobe and AI. It's when you're one of one, this is how it's done. That's it. The game is about, I mean, freaking John Cena. I'm not a wrestling fan. John Cena did the same playbook. I'm done. This is my last year. I'm gonna be jersey swapping. Everyone knows it. I'm done. This is the playbook. So how could he, King James, how could he think that he's gonna be able to get away with playing his last game and going away quietly? Come on. Come on. This is as WWE as if I've ever seen it. This is why I don't watch this stuff. Okay. I was honest at that last press conference when I said I needed to look at myself and decide if I still love this game. No one cares if you love this game. Please stop. Please stop. And let's talk about the fact that he put in those words, the marketing. Look at that. Now go back 25 years. I love this game. I still love this game. This oh my God. This is so deep. Am I reading into this? Absolutely. Should I be? I really think I should, because there's a lot in here. There's a lot in here. I still love this game. Wait for the commercials. Just wait for the commercials. Oh, he, granted, LeBron James, very mature. Who cares about academic education? Is an amazing person who is a one of one. He ends a sentence off with decided if I still love this game, and then he says I still truly love this game. This is a marketing campaign. This is not like a genuine person that's oh man, they're trying to steal soccer fans. Like, what is going on here? And I have more to give. You don't have more to give. You've given all you needed to, sir. The last few weeks have been really special. I've never been able to have no clue what to do and take real time to just think, oh, you mean the freedom that hundreds of millions of dollars should have paid for? Okay. I've had an incredible few months. You said that already. With all the people I love trying to figure it all out. This is my last decision. In life? This is a movie. This is my last decision. This is, can we all holler at the three people who's here hanging out? You're blessed, I'm blessed, we blessed. This is crazy that he's able to get away with this. This is a different era. I mean, it's courageous to even put a statement out there that's gonna stick like this, but this is what he does. He's used to, having this whole event over this. He has a whole daughter to raise. Oh my God. Here we go. This is my last decision. Do you guys think that this is the hardest decision that he's had to make? Like, think about this. He's saying this is my last decision. This is final. Is he saying this is the last team that he'll play for? Also, he is going to launch a Big Three team. They've talked about leagues. Granted, look, LeBron James can make a dent in the basketball world, for the rest of his life. Definitely not saying that. But the player LeBron James, I think the league just needs closure. And I haven't read anything yet up until this point. We're in paragraph 2. I haven't read anything that is honest. No, this is not his MJ's first retirement speech. MJ retired supposedly. Let's get MJ supposedly retired. We don't really know. I have a theory. All have always had a theory, but I'm not saying it. MJ retired after winning a championship and could have played. He also wasn't making that much money. Any team could have signed MJ and could have played for any team. This is a guy where one of the most important basketball franchise, the franchise with the most championships, or second most championships, they don't want you there. You cannot compare. This is his MJ first retirement. No. This is one of one. This is something totally different. Yeah, but MJ didn't really have theater in it. MJ got suspended. MJ was forced out. But we'll leave that alone. Okay. It is theater, but it's not, to me, it's not LeBron James theater. That's what I guess what I'm getting across is it's not LeBron talking yet. This is the NBA that is finding another way to reel you in. This is what they do. They reel you into the story. The player doesn't create the gimmick, right? The Kobe 60 points, I don't know how many times he shot the ball that night. Kobe could have shot the ball 80 times. It wouldn't have mattered. The story is the story, and the story sticks. And the story is not a Kobe story, it's an NBA story. So this is the same. It's the NBA that's doing this. And this is even funnier. I'm not going for money. No one cares. No one cares if you went for money. Literally, no one cares if LeBron James got signed for $1 billion next year. No one cares. No one cares. We just want closure. That's it. Closure. He's starting to be human. Like, he's starting to be less matured at the age he is than he was coming into the league. He was more mature than the age he was when he came into the league. He's now he still has athlete's brain that he thinks anyone cares if he went somewhere to make more money. No one cares. Do you, brother? I'm not going for family. No one cares. I'm so sorry. It's like repetitive on my end. I thought my take was going to be amazing, but it's a very repetitive take. I don't think anyone cares why you were going. If you were going to discover what a 76er was, no one would care. If you were going to change the mascot, no one would care. You've been in the league for so long. Most people just want their league back. Even your fans need closure. This is crazy. This is crazy. And these questions are interesting. What am I really playing for at this point? So that is a if I could alter what do you mean he's gonna retire from the ball August 28th? What do you mean he's just gonna start? Is the season start or something? What do you mean he's gonna retire? What's significant about August 28th? If I can rewrite this whole thing for him, I would delete everything he said here. The question that I'm guessing he's obviously asking to himself, August 2028. 2 years? Interesting. That's interesting. Oh, he's not playing in the Olympics. You're crazy. You're absolutely crazy. I mean, it's a good way to close your career. But again, we just need closure. Do you agree? Do you agree with what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like not being a hater about just having his contracts don't matter in the NBA. He could leave whenever he wants. It's not like they're gonna say you can't do so. He could leave whenever he wants. Do you agree, or whomever is out there? I see two folks. The numbers be lying sometimes, but thanks for hanging out with me. Like I said, I just wanted to do some reacting today. Just show you who I actually am, and I like to have fun. This topic in particular, my weird, estranged relationship with sports, especially as I wear like a basketball shirt. Um, these are these topics. People media is funny. Come on, you got marketing ideas now. That's what I know why he went. Do you know why he went to Philly? Do you know why? Because I'm gonna explain it to you why he went to Philly. It's actually in the text. All right, so what am I really playing for at this point? Is this an answer? I still want to sacrifice. I still want to work. I still want to grind. I still want to compete. That's a commercial, man. To win and to have a chance at the feeling of winning another championship, that is spooky. Do you all right? I'm a commercial status again. Thanks. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna get to it. This is kind of why. This is what made me. I think I was so triggered by this line that it made me like, I have to get this out. I have to. He said Nike wrote that. I like that. That's 1 point for you, Be With Me. He did a ding, 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 ding. Nike wrote this. That's funny. I still want to sacrifice. I still want to work. I still want to grind. I still want to compete. These boys don't even practice anymore. To win and to have a chance at the feeling. Here's what's weird about this line for me. You don't have to win a championship to have the feeling of winning. Like the feeling of being a champion. A case in point. If you turn a team around, or if you just do something extraordinary, like the what's their name? Golden State winning. What did they win? 73. Did they break the Bulls record? 72. I don't know the actual stats. Um, you could have the feeling of being that great, like a win of a championship. Um, I'm not. I mean, maybe obviously I'm digging into the words with the feeling. I find that interesting because he's chasing a feeling. He's not chasing a championship. He's just chasing a feeling. Um, so here's where we go. So again, there's only one line that I would keep from this, and I'll read my version. My version would start with this line: "What am I really playing for at this point?" Um, I believe I can help make the Philadelphia 76ers a championship team, and I am also so excited to energize a new fan base and start this incredible journey one last time. Ba 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 ba. Think about this. This is it, review media. This is what I read. I am so excited to energize a new fan base and start this incredible journey one last time. Is Philly not an energized fan base? Oh, he's tarnishing his relevancy because he's now a journeyman, like a self-inflicted journeyman. I've never seen this line. He wants to energize a new fan base. Energize a new fan base. Something's wrong there. Something's wrong there. You want to energize a new fan base. There's nothing wrong with Philadelphia. Philadelphia is an amazing city. There's nothing wrong with the fans of Philly. What's wrong is the basketball. Yeah, what do you mean Boston, Shaq? They got banners. Boston doesn't need. Okay, so put the Shaq hat on. I want to energize a new fan base. Dude, the fans are not 5 years old. I hear you. I hear you. Ubu Media says they have a new arena loading. That's. I mean, we're not talking about a massive city. Wherever you're gonna put that stadium, you have a very dedicated fan base. So the real reason, of why you're going is because the New York Knicks won the championship this year. Your plan was to go to New York. Think about it. Just really think about it. New York or Philly? New York or Philly? Your plan was to go to New York. I could almost prove this. See, when you look back and you dissect this, right? He thought he was done when the season ended. The Knicks didn't win yet. No, no, think about it. Think about it. I don't know if you align with what I'm saying. No, I hear you with the going east thing because he mentions that at the end. He says, "Thank you, LA, uh, Miami, I'll forever love, and Northeast Ohio will always." What does it say? Oh, he has a typo on there. Will always home. Okay, so think about it. When he played his last game of basketball, the Knicks did not win yet. So he's sitting down and think of all the teams that it wouldn't make sense for. So you only have like a handful of teams that it would make sense for him to go. He wasn't going to go to Sacramento, right? I would even say he wouldn't even end up in San Antonio. I don't think it makes sense. But the Knicks, being competitive for multiple years, great foundation, but they only really have one solid offensive threat that is at the star level, because I think that Cat has proven that he can. It's not to take away from Cat, but Cat taking a back seat might actually be good. Like more traditional big man, not shooting threes, but doing more and letting the guard play work itself out. So you have a scenario where LeBron James coming to the Knicks. I mean, it's the perfect scenario. The first time around when he left Cleveland, we were like on the short list. We were like one of three teams he was considering. I believe it was Chicago, New York, and Miami. Um, Pat Riley snuck one, from us, and he would have been a New York Knick. I would love to show you guys, but I was super invested in this so much that I made T-shirts. I have I'll find some images of them, but I made some beautiful T-shirts with LeBron. I think it was the number 6 with the New York token, and awesome T-shirts. I sold out my T-shirts. It's like, this is gonna happen. He's gonna be a Knick, like, and he doesn't end up being a Knick, which is okay. Other than we traded our whole team away to leave room for him, and then we went through multiple teams. Stoudemire worked out though. I appreciate Stoudemire. So if the Knicks don't win a championship, do you really see LeBron James going to Philly or going to New York? What's a bigger market? You go from LA to Philly? I don't know of any big signings or trades where Philly was the benefactor. You have players that started in Philly and get to leave. So this is an interesting one. I truly believe that what he's on to, let's see, I don't, let's speak from a statistical standpoint. Everyone is 76ers. Yeah. Okay, so they've won 3 NBA championships, 1955, 67, and the magical year of 83. Okay. So they were the Syracuse Nationals. That's cool history. Of course, Wilt the Stilt. Okay. Oh, they played against the San Francisco Warriors. Cool history. Yep, you be with me, it still hurt. We did get Melo, but we traded away a whole lot for him. Uh, so he's going to a franchise that hasn't won a championship in 23 years. Decent sized market. Not New York. I mean, it's only one New York. But I just think that this was all a play. And I think New York winning the championship messed up the scheme. I truly do. And everything in his, I don't want to call it a manifesto, everything here says it. But yeah, that's that. Okay, so hopefully you guys like my take. We'll figure this out. We'll get better at that. I don't have any real plans of what I'm doing going live anymore, but I did think that if I'm feeling something, just go with the flow. So that's a go with the flow. Now, on to the next thing. Actually, sorry, let's have a little fun. Okay, this freaking ad is in my way. Okay, what kind of fun are we gonna have? Yeah. Okay, it's the AI version. I thought I was done when the season ended. I wasn't ready to say it publicly, and I knew I needed time to be honest with myself, but I truly believe I had played my last game. That's why I said after the season that I needed to look inward and ask myself one question. Do I still love the game? Ooh. 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 Look what it did. The answer is yes. He didn't say that in his. I still love the game. I still love the work. And I know I still have more to give. He didn't say that either. He said he loved the grind and he wanted to win a championship. He wanted to know the feeling. These past few weeks have been something I'll always be grateful for. For the first time in my life, I wasn't focused on the next practice, the next game, or the next season. He did not say that. He did not. This is so crazy. I had the chance to slow down, spend meaningful time with the people I love, and really think about what comes next. In the end, this decision came down to one thing. It wasn't about money. It wasn't about legacy. Ooh, I don't know if he had legacy in there. He did not have legacy in there. It wasn't even about proving anything to anyone else. I asked myself why I still play. The answer was simple, because I still want to sacrifice. He did say that, but I still want to put in the work. I still want to embrace the grind. He didn't say embrace. I still want to compete. I still want to chase the feeling that only comes from fighting alongside your teammates for another championship. Whew. They gonna add stuff about the teammates. That's why I'm excited to begin this next chapter with the Philadelphia 76ers. I have a feeling that they know that this is LeBron James writing. I believe in what we're building, and I believe I can help this organization compete for a championship. I can't wait to meet the fans, earn your trust. Oh wow. Okay, I'm gonna ask why he didn't say that. And begin this journey together to Los Angeles. Thank you for everything. To Miami, you will always hold a special place in my heart. And to Northeast Ohio, you will always be home. Now let's get to work. Uh-oh, couple of notes. I changed. This is my last decision. We know you changed that. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. What was I gonna ask? Earn your leisure. EYL. Oh man. What was I was gonna ask about? Who was that line? I really didn't. Mm-hmm. Ooh. This is if this ain't shut up and shoot. It goes based on the writing itself. It reads like it was written collaboratively rather than as a raw first draft from an athlete. High profile athletes often work with a communications team, PR staff, or a trusted writer who interviews them and then shapes their words into a statement that still sounds authentic. Yeah. Yep. That's similar feedback. Um, oh, okay, so this goes into the second topic. Let me just do a time check. Okay, it's been 48 minutes. Um, I've been having some fun, but on the more serious side of things, don't know any of you who are following um, the Nolan Wells situation. Would say case, but it's not a case yet. The Nolan Wells situation, and ironically, what I have as a title is AI as an illness. Um, I don't have anything. I guess I could just pull up a picture. Um, I I've watched a good amount of content on Nolan. A lot of content creators, a lot of news stories on Nolan Wells. As a matter of fact, I'll show you my favorite content creators who have been reporting on this no captivity with Freezy. So no captivity with Freezy. Um, he's done a bunch of videos on Nolan Wells. Pretty much daily, maybe miss a day. Um, and Lakeisha Keisha. another content creator who's done a great job, and many others. But these are the main two that say I watch. And the one thing that has really stood out to me about not so much the details. Well, it's hard to know the details. I'm a little concerned at why. Dome, what's up? What is up? I'm a little concerned at why we have this was going to be a very high profile um, case. It's definitely a high profile situation. It likely will be a high profile case at some point. And there's just a crazy amount of AI generated uh, images and videos. And I just don't understand. It's a tool, and you have the right to use tools the way you want to use tools. So the topic that I'm talking about, I don't know if you guys have been exposed to the Nolan Wells situation. Um, he's a young black brother who passed away. Um, we don't exactly know how yet. Um, this is in Mississippi. And as people, the public, are trying to um, cover the story, YouTube has created a lane where, I mean, people are reporting things and they're dedicating a lot of time to getting these stories out there. So they're becoming, I wouldn't even say pseudo journalists at this point. I would say that we've reached a point where there are some people that I deem to be credible. I deem to have a lot of integrity and will not necessarily report their feelings and report the facts. But where do they find these facts, right? So in an old news agency or media, you have money, you have a budget, you have connections. A lot of the people that I would say 90 plus 99% of the people that are going to cover this on a YouTube medium, um, they lack the connections to get information. Yes, that is the term. Journalistic integrity. Thank you, UB Media. Um, so they're going to rely on a lot of things that are given to the public, right? Created, or I wouldn't say created, but because we shouldn't be recreating, because that is what makes this confusing. Now, I would love to say that there was malice, that somebody's going to come out, and yes, most of the people that I'm watching, we know that something happened, but what makes it really hard is the different leads that they're put in, the different directions that, because people are making AI photos and AI videos, and um, it's really hard to deliver, right? It's really hard to. I mean, you be with media in the chat says, do your research. You're exhausted. I hear you. You say do your research, but there's nothing wrong with, I mean, a newspaper, a news, TV station. or show. There's nothing wrong with that. These are just different versions of that. The difference is the budget. The difference is, I mean, journalistic integrity is something that you would hope that they have, but there's no fine line on that. They don't have to have that, right? And then because we're so politically driven, you could lean one way or the other. So what is really un, oh my God. I'm I can't see what that, I'm guessing that's another, that's a puppy though. Is that another dog? Let me copy that out. It's really small on my screen. Oh, it's a skunk. I see it now. Oh, Stinky Day. Oh, okay, I didn't get. Oh, you had a Pepe situation. Pepe Le Pew. Oh, oh yeah. Get that tomato juice cracking. But yeah, so I I just I just feel like I wish there was something that we can do. I get into this like AI topic, and I always want to see like the human side. I just wish people were more vocal and not polarizing about just discussing the dangers of this, because right now the dangers is that you're potentially influencing people that will be jurors at some point, media that will be covering the case when it is a case, and that bias is going to stick, and justice is probably not going to be served in either direction. Like both sides are going to be able to argue justice wasn't served, right? Um, and if we were just talking about the images that people have on their cell phones that were there, that they took and they offered up this information, um, which for whatever reason, and I'm not saying that I foresee some sort of law that should be there, but if you are, I don't know, I guess since there's been no cases, no actual case filed, I guess you're not obstructing justice, but I almost feel like if you're making AI images and you're intentionally putting them out to deceive the public, you are obstructing justice in a sense. Oh, it worked. You don't you use Dawn soap, right? Not Dawn soap. let me let me get that straight. Mm, yeah. So that was it. I just want to talk about just AI as an illness. I think the person, the bad, it's bad actors who, that's a normal thing. I was talking to my son earlier about um my son asked me what a virus is, and I said viruses make you sick. He goes, no, computer viruses. I said viruses make the computer sick. He said, where do they come from? Well, people make them. He says, in pure innocence, why would someone make a virus to make someone's computer sick? Because there's bad actors in the world. And then, you're going to have good and you're going to have bad. And it's going to be a fight, right? And so I just I just don't see. There's just too much negative that comes from um something that is so sensitive in our society. I really think that we should have more care, or there should be more filters to prevent some of these things from occurring. Uh, okay, and lastly, and I think I only put three. I just put three topics. I put them in the title. Um, I don't know if that's the right thing to do. I don't care. I just wanted to continue a conversation I was having outside. Uh, he has so much to learn. Yeah, it's a, yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to breeze past though. It's been so long since I've like streamed that I don't know the interaction. It doesn't feel as organic as it used to. Um, yeah, I don't know when that time is to burst the bubble, or if the bubble never really gets bursted and that's it. Like it's, they'll just be older and he'll have his own understanding of the world and he'll just move about and hopefully he'll be okay. Yeah. No, definitely super innocent, but I guess it's okay for him to ask. And yeah, I mean, it just don't, these are not things that they're introduced to in school, which I think is a perfect topic. The way that we could be impacted by all of us being on some device or some computer right now, all of us could be impacted in a way that could change the rest of our life. You know, like somebody could put a fake picture out there of me and they could represent this and send it to somebody, then it gets to someone, maybe my employer, and that's it, like, or I could defend myself, but that's gonna cost, right? So there's definitely a big risk, and I don't see how AI makes this better. You have people who want they want to cause chaos. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So that's that. The last thing I wanted to discuss is a topic I was talking about outside. Um, it was really about how you define yourself. Like you don't be with media, Carolyn, if you're still popping in and out. Um, you be with media is is an educator. I'm a software engineer. Um, I've been having a lot of realizations that there's a lot of I've had a lot of friction with me defining myself like as my profession. What are you? Oh, that's pretty bad. Ubiwa Media says teachers in AI corn by students. Yeah. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Yeah, we're cooked. I mean, we're cooked. The law will never be able to keep up with as fast as those things work and generate until you implement something that makes it illegal for someone to represent someone else. Sort of like how like defamation, you would have to expand the defamation laws to make sure that that intent in a bad actor, that person could be charged. Don't. Love you too, man. We going I'll see you sometime soon. I'm getting the urge to come on and talk. We're gonna change things up a little bit. Um try to be more intentional with what I'm talking about. And if I have a purpose, I have a purpose. All right, so let me finish this up so we all could go to bed. Whoever's supporting, he did for Taylor Swift. You know more about that than me. I don't know about that. But I define myself as I don't want to define myself as my profession. If I met someone new, I don't even think I see the value in them knowing what I do for a living. I want them to know like um just things that I might be interested in, which might be software, but it ain't gonna be just totally defined as that. So I was just talking about that, earlier. Midnight streams of wine and moonlight. I didn't get any wine tonight. I should have. I'm actually gonna have some before I go to bed. Um, yeah. Why don't we just call it there? I noticed something when I was just about to get into that topic. Everything that I've been talking about up until now is not really personal. It's about something that exists in the world. And maybe that's the wrong thing to do. Maybe going like having my personal time to just tell you what I think. Maybe that's polluting for tonight. So we'll stop it there. And yeah, thanks for joining. This was cool. I was able to do it. My son told me that I was gonna be, I mean, there's rust there, but he said I was gonna forget how to do all of this, and that's why I needed to come back on. So I didn't forget. I don't even have all of the equipment that I usually have, and it's still fine. It still worked out. The mic is probably sounds good enough. Camera quality, good enough. The background, it's AI. I have an AI background. And yeah, so let's go get this sip of wine and call it a night. But thanks. I'm Darnell, and I just be talking sometimes. Peace.